comic haul for March 2022. First up is the floppies, and I think like last time it was the same amount. It's 22. This is how many. Yeah. Okay, so again, like, I don't mind getting these when they're at a good price. Okay, I'm getting them each for $1.99, except for, actually, all these were for the same size. So yeah, all these were $1.99 each. It would have been perfect, you know? And again, like I said before, they can do that, but they choose not to. People have said in the past that $1.99 is the price they can sell comics at now, in the usual these size books, and they'd still make money. They'd still make enough money to, you know, or of course, they have to make good books too, and not like make all the mistakes they're making nowadays. But you know, this doesn't make any sense to me. But because that would be like 40, right? Yeah, it'd be 40, and that was all one time. I had like 80. Actually, I had more than 80. I would have gotten plenty of trades. That's the thing. I'd rather get trades, hardcovers, and omnibuses. But I want to get these too because these are new series. Everyone's talking about, especially this book. Everyone's talking about this book, and you know that's the thing. That's why I get them. And of course, they're good books too. And again, don't mind getting weekly books if they were fairly priced. That's the thing. So, Nice House on the Lake, book 7. And then, What If Miles Morales, number 1. This is a Captain America one. This one is a very controversial series, but I want more of What If, so if one person buys it, that means everyone's gonna buy it. No, it looks kind of interesting. I want to see how it is. The author, Cody Ziegler, is currently writing Spider-Man, or he wrote some issues of Spider-Man. Not anymore. I think he's off the series. No, I think he's on. I don't know. Recently, he was on Spider-Man. There we go. Elektra, Black, White, and Blood, issue 2, with the terrible crease right there. This is the issue that Greg Smallwood got screwed over by Marvel. You can look that up. I'm not going to regurgitate it, because everyone else has talked about it before. Carnage Forever, issue 1. Don't know if I think I did. I think I mentioned this, the cut that I released with my comic haul. But this looks like it's just like an anthology issue. Like it's just, you know, random ass stories they don't have to have read issues beforehand. And it's done by Philip Kennedy Johnson. I think this is also a one-shot, too. I think it's also celebrating 30 years of Carnage. All of that. And I will be getting the ongoing when I get to the Newberry next week. Black Widow, issue 14. A book I jumped back on. I should have kept on it. I liked the first issue enough, but then I heard someone else, and then I heard it got really, really good because someone that usually doesn't like the modern DC and Marvel and everything like that, he said it was really good. And when someone like that says it's really good, it's your boy Zach who said that, then you know it's really good. He's really critical, but he's one of the more fair. He's a lot more fair than other people have been about Marvel and DC. Like he won't just like unfairly, you know, judge them. No, he'll actually give good reviews. Dark Ages, issue 5. Like he's the one I agree with. Well, thinking critical is when I seem to agree with the most. Okay, Dark Ages number 5. Issue 6 is already out, and it's of 6. Dark Knights of Steel number 5. Batman the Knight, issue 2. It's Chip Zdarsky on Batman. I wonder if it's his first Batman series. Probably isn't. I know he's going to be featured. I know he's going to be writing the ongoing Batman pretty soon here, if he hasn't already. Batman Killing Time, issue 1. This is the Tom King miniseries that apparently is really good so far, but one issue so far has only been released. But Tom King is very, very controversial among the YouTubers that I watch, except Nearman Condition. Nearman Condition loves them, and Comic Pop. But it's the your Yellow Flashes, your Neurotics, your Heel versus Baby Faces, your actually doesn't read comics anymore, and your boy Zach. They all don't like Tom King for good reasons too. You know, they're not people that just will criticize him for no reason. No, they'll give good points, and you'll understand. And at the end of the day, they're not gonna like fault you for liking the character or liking this, you know, liking that, but their opinion. And I seem to agree with them more than someone like Nearman Condition. But Nearman Condition, he's just like he's such a nice YouTuber. You know, it's proof that you can disagree with someone's opinion like wholeheartedly, but still love them as creators. World of Krypton number 4. Again, this is a series I'm only getting because they gave you the original one for free. And I'm like, complete this to me once the next one. I thought it isn't bad, but again, if I like the Krypton stuff in Man of Steel by Zack Snyder, then I think I'll like this. I should go back and watch Superman 76. So I skipped the Krypton stuff in my first, well, only overview, my only watch through of it. My only watch through of Superman 76. I skipped over. Sorry, 78, 76, 78. I don't know. I skipped over 78. I skipped over the Krypton stuff because it doesn't interest me back then. I think it would now. Anyways, Monkey Prince issue 2, done by Jean Louis Yang, creator who is pretty damn good. If you read his Dragon Hoops one, like this is like the best possible ending for him. He's finally ready for Marvel and DC, especially DC, after loving them for growing up with the characters and loving the comics for so long. It's the best ending for him. Of course, it'd been better if he was writing it back when everyone was reading comics, but whatevs. Can't win them all. DC versus Vampires number 5. I really love this cover. And also, I did see this movie. I thought it was pretty good, but it was super long. That's issue 5. Yeah, I love these covers that are like, they're just they're just simplistic, yeah, but like it's just like the way they use a shadow. They use there's a lot of effort put into this cover. It's just a face, yeah, fine, but like when I was my one art class I took, they were teaching me about like shadows and cross hatching. That seems to use a lot of that. What have I learned? And I've immediately forgotten. I cannot draw for shit. I could probably write very well. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Even back then. Yeah. I keep saying yeah. All right. Task Force 5, Z number 5. I don't want to give myself too much credit, but I don't want to give myself too less credit. But I could probably write better than I could draw, and it's kind of gross. But yeah. All right. I'm gonna stop saying that. Issue 56 of Saga. You know what? Actually, I am probably better at video games than I am at, especially Call of Duty. And because of my sight, I'm terrible at video games, but I still love them. But I guess not bad, but I think it's just like no, I'm pretty bad. I have it on easy mode, and even on easy mode, I'm like dying every 5 seconds. Philadelphia 19. Department of Truth. Should be 16. They do this thing where they put it way down here. It's like, put it right here. Yeah, it's Department of Truth issue 16. I've got to get on some of these series. I've got to stop getting so many of them, and then... But I know they're going to be good. Except for this one. I read the first issue of this, and it was alright. Not going to get in the next one. That's what I should really start doing, is actually reading the books I have. I do. These ones especially. Berserker number 7. But the problem with that is that... what was the problem with that? Some of them are mini-series. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get a full mini-series. Why not? You know? And I know they're going to be good. I'm already getting books I know that are good. Rain was an exception. And Saga is just Saga. Basilisk number 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, spoilers for one of the trades coming up. Very soon, in fact. Might as well do it next after this one. House of Slaughter number 5, already in its polybag. The second I get home, after uploading my video, I always put the Something is Killing the Children issues in Mylar. I can't not do that because, I guess you know why. Even the ones that just came out that I know aren't going to be worth a whole lot of money, I still do, because you never know. That could be like, first appearance of this character. So here's Basilisk Volume 1, collecting 4 issues for $14.99, which isn't bad, honestly. And it's a pretty thick book, you know, for 4 issues. I wouldn't have known this would have been 4 issues looking at it just by itself, you know. It looks like it'd be the same size as Once and Future, which is 6 issues. Yeah, Boom Studios is the publisher I want to get more books from, but I don't know anything about the series themselves. And then like something like with many more from Power Rangers, I have no interest in that series, you know, in the characters. I might start getting that one. I don't know. Jimmy's Bastards Volume 1. Found out there's Volume 2. Might get that with my earnings from splitting wood, but I don't know. Probably won't end up getting it. But it's just like, I got this for $3.99. Oh, this one is 1 through 5, right? We found that out? Yes, first 5 issues. That's right there. 1 through 5, that's this one. Last one. So, oh yeah, there's a story behind this one, too. So this is $3.99, by the way. That's what I was trying to say. I don't want to get the next one for $14.99 full price, yada, yada, this. But this book, I had seen at Newbury a long, long time ago. Looked it up on Goodreads, didn't get any good reviews, thought nothing of it. And then I saw a video where someone had recommended it, and even though I don't really listen, it was like one of the first videos I'd watched of them. So I should have taken their word for it. But I was like, you know what? It's $4. It's the same price as a weekly book. So I'll get it. And it's Garth Ennis too, you know? And there's only 2 volumes in the series, so I'd be wasting, what, not even $20? There's no point in not getting it. There's no real point in not getting it. Little Bird. This is an Image book I've heard nothing of, which is a pretty, what do you say? I don't know. But it's here it is. 1 through 5, Little Bird. So it must be longer issues, unless they have a bunch of shit at the end, like sketches and what have you. So for Image, I was trying to say, like, not a whole lot at the end. What I was trying to say is that Image is the #1 publisher that I buy books from them that I don't know anything about the characters beforehand, you know? That's good. So then you don't get too disappointed if they... Because you might like it a lot more, because like maybe the writer doesn't go with the character that you grew up with, you know, have an unrealistic expectation of, but something like that now. For me, I look up books on Goodreads, and sometimes I'll get it based off of that. But these next 2, I obviously didn't take that to heart. Tales from the Outerverse and Lady Baltimore. These both take place in the Baltimore universe. I got in the 2 Baltimore omnibuses about 2 months ago, and I wanted everything Baltimore. I will be getting, like I mentioned in my overview of Tales to Me, actually both of these, they're 2 separate ones. They came on separate days. I will be getting Joe Gollum Omnibus on when it comes out in August. It should still be coming out in August. But, this one collects Konjakaru, the Skinner 1 through 2, I think. And then 2 other issues. So these both got pretty bad reviews on Goodreads, but they're newer books, so it's kind of like, oh, okay. If they're newer books, and it's like 5 reviews on them that you can actually tell what they... It's like, I might get 5 in all. There's 20 in all for Lady Baltimore, but only 3 actual reviews. The rest, again, are just throwing stars out there, like, oh, 3 stars, 4 stars, they don't elaborate. So, really there's 3 reviews. And when you do the math, it's like, okay, if one person gives it a bad review, that's going to make the average go down way far, even if the other 2 people gave it good reviews. Alright, so Konjakaru, the Skinner 1 through 2, Imogen of the Wording Way one-shot, and The Gollum Walks Among Us, Sus 1 through 2, originally published by Dark Horse Comics. And this one is Lady Baltimore 1 through 5. Baltimore 1 through 5, and then the third and final Mike Mignola book, and this one is the most recent video, well, not most recent comic haul you have seen, and that is Hellboy, The Secret Histories. Should be an omnibus, honestly. And this one, what was the other thing I forgot to mention about this book? I was like, oh, now I can mention it. Already forgot. But this is one that, the only one I got out of the 3 Mike Mignola books that was at a discount. The other 2 I paid full price on. Which, again, stupid. Because don't you, like it, all I had to do... See, for Amazon, I feel like the reason people buy on Amazon is, yeah, it's convenient, you don't have to go all the way to the store, but also it's a discount, you know, you can't find that discount anywhere else, so go to Amazon. They have the best discounts, you know? Or at least, be better than you go to a physical store. And what's the point of waiting 1 to 2 days? This one was 2 days. If I can just get it at Newbery, this book for $25. Same price as Amazon, you know. That's why I don't like it when Amazon has the books at full price. But again, these are pretty fairly priced. This is pretty thick for $25. Yeah, it's only 5 issues, but the build of the book is a lot better than what Marvel would do for their hardcovers. Yeah. The paper quality, at least. Not that it's like bad binding or anything like that. No, it's just, you know, the way that they choose to do it. Okay, so Rasputin, the voice of the dragon, Sledgehammer 44, Lightning War, and then the Visitor, how and why he stayed. That's what this collects. Once again, this is standalone issues filling in gaps that people had like questions with about the Hellboy universe. Like, where did this character come from? What's this character's backstory? They give you that. There's standalone stories too, which is nice. And then, last but certainly not the least, Superman Exiles and Other Stories Omnibus. This was a long time coming. I still have not gotten that Superman The Power Within trade. I'm waiting until they come out with one, or I just get it myself, with those missing Action Comics issues. I know that a lot of it wasn't Superman, but one of them had Green Lantern in it, and looked interesting. And I wouldn't be able to read it because the Power Within just collects the Superman stories in those Action Comics issues. So this guy collects Adventures of Superman 445 to 460, Superman 23 to 37, Action Comics 643 to 646, and then the second annual of Action Comics. Now, this book, except for the Action Comics issues, comes out right after that Man of Steel Volume 4 hardcover. So if you have the first 4 hardcovers, this is where you go, physically at least, to get the next volume of it. And yeah, you can get the Power Within trade too, but I would recommend if you don't mind that it only collects the Superman stories. If you're just going into Action Comics for Superman, then get it. But if you want the full story, the full issues, and all the other characters, then I might just get it. I don't know. It's $10 on Kindle. But that, as they say, is that. And I feel like I should be recommending you guys to cheap graphic novels now. That's how Newmaking Edition ends his videos. But yeah, a good amount of trades here. How many trades was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 trades. One was an omnibus. Come on, guys. Like, no, come on, guys. Come on, myself, I guess I would say. I don't know. But usually I don't buy omnibuses myself. They're gifts from my parents, mostly. I've only gotten one omnibus from someone who wasn't in the family. Because omnibuses are expensive, if you don't already know that. But that is that. 18 minutes. Nice. Let's end it now.